Hey guys, it's Jeff here. Thanks for joining me today. Really appreciate it. Yes, it's been a while, and you know how it is. Life gets in the way of doing some hobbies and taking care of business. Anyway, over the last few months, I've had some requests, dropping comments in my Redwoods updated bonsai videos, and people asking if I was going to do any updates and see how things are going with my trees. So I thought I'd take the opportunity. As you can tell from behind me, I have no shortage of trees, the coast redwoods, the giant sequoias, and I wanted to go through a couple of them and show you how they're doing and what I plan on doing with them. A lot of my bonsais that grew up or people had interest in taking them, I've given some away in the past. Which is a good thing because they find a forever home. And then these guys give me a chance to grow a little bit bigger because I'm not taking care of so many of them and space is limited. So let's get into what I have and how they're doing. So while I'm down in here, I thought I wanted to just show you where my interest in these redwoods came from when I was visiting California. My wife and I we stopped at Muir Woods National Park, and I will link the video below. I think it's from about 8 years ago, from when I did my first redwood video, and I showed how I was taking the little root sprouts from the base of the tree that I was growing, and you can see there they get a little barrel sprout or some root sprouts. And the interesting thing with these trees is their roots, for how tall they can grow, 325 feet tall, their roots only go down maybe maximum 10 feet, but they will spread out 100 foot in every direction, and they all link together. Trees from all around each other, they all make this crazy mesh into each other to support each other's tree. So, there's strength in numbers with these guys. Even though they're very tall, they do not have a very deep root system. What I'm going to do is just start with my smallest one. It's a giant sequoia, and I'll leave a link below. This is the one that I did from a seed kit last year. I got 9 seeds in a kit. Unfortunately, only one sprouted. You may remember, I will link that video down below. And I did a coast redwood kit like this, and I had no luck at all with those seeds. Not one had sprouted. But fortunately, I had one of the giant sequoia that sprouted, and you can see it had wintered over down in my basement here where I'm at. It is doing much better. It actually even has, since I have it outside this year, I put it out in early spring, it's actually starting to get another limb over on this side, and it is getting taller. So I'm very pleased from a seed, which is the first time trying it, that I at least got 1 out of 9 that actually came through. So yeah, it's very nice. I'm glad and I'm happy I tried it once again. I was a little worried about, with the past with the coast redwood, that I got nothing out of a seed kit, because I don't know how long the seeds are, and they say the fresher they are, the better chances you have them germinating. So that is tree number 1, my giant sequoia seed kit from last year, and it is still doing well. Staying with the giant sequoias, this is my tree that I'm allowing to get as large as I can. Out of the 2 coast redwoods and the giant sequoias, these are probably my favorite. I like them because they're a lot thicker. They are so much nicer to the touch. They're a very soft tree, and they actually are a little easier to maintain because they don't grow as fast as the coast redwoods do. But yeah, tree number 2 is a second sequoia that I have. Okay, to start out with my first coast redwood. This used to be a top of a tree that was kind of about this size. That was, I did find a home for it. It was starting to get pretty large. The guy who I gave it to said he was going to prune the top off of it and let it just get fuller and keep it maintained as a lower tree. So I did him the favor, and I will throw some photos here of what it used to look like when I cut the top off. It took a while to root, but I was very surprised. I thought, well, let me give it a chance. He was only going to cut it and throw it away, so I cut it for him and put it right in water, and a few months later it did sprout roots, and I've kept it growing ever since. So I was actually surprised that a tree top, not just a limb or a sprout, and it actually is doing well. These guys are survivors, and they will just keep reproducing. And you could do them for seeds, cones, root sprouts, burrow sprouts. These guys want to survive. Yeah, so that is tree number 3, coast redwood. Okay, here's another coast redwood I have. This used to be a little sprout that I actually had to grow in water for a little while, but it also is doing well. It is my little Groot bonsai container, and this one I'm trying to keep as small as I can and keep it in this container. So I've already taken it out about twice and trimmed roots back, and when I do that, I usually soak it in water for about 24 hours afterwards just to keep it down in case I stress it out. But it's been doing well, and I have no issues with keeping like a few as small as I can. And there's no shortage around here with these trees pushing out new ones. So if anything happens somewhere down the road, I usually just wind up having another sprout I can try out. My second one, as you can see, is another sprout that is starting to get a little carried away. I think I'm going to have to be finding a little home for this one too. The interesting thing with this one is before I do find a forever home for it, you can see right here that it's starting to push out at the base. Yeah, a little burrow sprout all the way down at the soil. So I am going to take this one off so that it doesn't get too full in here, and give it a chance to become its own tree. And that is what the one in the Groot that I actually have in there was one of these as well. But you can see that they are doing well. They really do like to be outside when the weather's nice, and that's when all this new green growth comes over. They do well in the basement, but man, as soon as you put them outside, they just flourish and start taking off. And you know, I do water them maybe once to twice a day depending on the temperature. They love the water and keeping moist. I do spray them with a spray bottle, mist the leaves and the needles. So that is my 5th one. Number 2, coast redwood. And last but not least is my big one right here. This used to be a small little sprout that I had, and probably have it probably about 5-6 years now growing, and you can see the difference just keeping them in the basement and then outside. They do continue to grow. Over the year they get bigger and fuller, and they do get a little bit faster growing as they get a little bit older. This one actually, I'll try and show you, has some more sprouts at the bottom. Let me see if I can get you in here. Yeah, you can see them down at the bottom. more that are ready to come out, go into water, get them to root, and they can be separated and turn into more trees. That's it. That is my update on my redwoods, my giant sequoia, my coast redwood, and some of my bonsais that I'm trying to keep in miniature. Hey, take care everybody. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys soon.